Before smartphones, computers, and modern cities existed, the world was very different. There were no electric lights shining through streets at night. There were no machines powered by electricity. There was no global system of energy connecting millions of people. But one man's discoveries helped change all of that. His name was Michael Faraday. He was born into poverty, had little formal education, and started his life as a simple book apprentice. Yet through curiosity, hard work, and countless experiments, he became one of the greatest scientists in history. His discoveries about electricity and magnetism created the foundation of the modern, technological world. This is the story of Michael Faraday, the man who unlocked the hidden power of electricity. Michael Faraday was born on September 22, 1791, in Newington Butts, near London, England. He grew up in a poor family. His father, James Faraday, was a blacksmith who often suffered from poor health and struggled to earn enough money. Because of their difficult situation, Michael did not receive a complete education. He only attended school for a short time. But even as a child, Faraday had something more powerful than wealth or education. He had curiosity. He wanted to understand the world around him. He asked questions about nature, machines, and how things work. At the age of 14, Faraday became an apprentice at a bookbinding shop in London. Many people might have seen this as an ordinary job, but for Faraday, it became a life-changing opportunity. Every day, he worked with books, and instead of only binding them, he read them. He studied science books whenever he had free time. He learned about chemistry, physics, and famous scientific discoveries. The books opened a door to a world he had never experienced before. One of the most important moments in Faraday's early life came when he attended public science lectures at the Royal Institution in London. The lectures were given by the famous scientist Humphrey Davy. Faraday was amazed by Davy's experiments. He watched demonstrations involving chemistry, gases, and electricity. For the first time, he saw science being performed in front of an audience. Faraday carefully wrote notes during the lectures. Later, he organized those notes into a detailed book and sent it to Humphrey Davy. He hoped that his work would show his passion for science. Davy was impressed by Faraday's dedication. In 1830, Faraday was given a job at the Royal Institution as a laboratory assistant. This was the beginning of an extraordinary scientific journey. At the Royal Institution, Faraday worked closely with some of the greatest scientists of his time. He cleaned equipment, prepared experiments, and learned everything he could. Although he did not have a university degree, he became an expert through practice and observation. Faraday believed that experiments were the key to understanding nature. He did not simply memorize information. He tested ideas. He built machines. He asked questions, and he searched for answers. This unique approach would eventually lead him to discoveries that changed the world. During the early 1800s, scientists were beginning to understand electricity. They knew that electric currents existed, but many mysteries remained. One important question fascinated Faraday. Could electricity and magnetism be connected? Scientists had discovered that electricity could create magnetic effects, but Faraday wanted to know if the opposite was also possible. Could magnetism create electricity? This question became one of the biggest challenges of his career. Faraday began performing experiments with magnets, wires, and electric currents. He discovered that electricity could create movement. In 1821, he built one of the first devices that demonstrated electromagnetic rotation. This invention was an early step toward the electric motor. It showed that electrical energy could be transformed into mechanical motion. The world was beginning to understand a powerful new idea. Electricity was not just a strange force. It could be controlled and used to create technology. But Faraday was not finished. His greatest discovery would come after years of experiments and failures. He wanted to prove that magnets could create electricity. Many scientists had tried before him and failed. But Faraday continued searching. He believed that nature had a hidden connection waiting to be discovered. Then, in 1831, after years of hard work, Faraday made the discovery that would change human history forever. He discovered electromagnetic induction. This discovery would become the foundation of electric generators and modern power systems. But the story of how he changed the world had only just begun. In 1831, Michael Faraday made the discovery that would transform the future of humanity. After years of experiments, he finally proved that magnetism could create electricity. This discovery was called electromagnetic induction. Faraday found that when a magnet moved near a coil of wire, it produced an electric current. This was a simple experiment, but its impact was enormous. It showed that mechanical energy could be converted into electrical energy. For the first time, humans had a practical way to generate electricity. This discovery became the foundation of electric generators, power stations, and many technologies that power the modern world today. Every time a city is illuminated, a factory operates, or electricity is produced by a generator, the principles discovered by Faraday are being used. Faraday's discovery changed the way scientists understood electricity. Before him, electricity was mostly created using chemical batteries. The batteries could only produce limited amounts of power. Faraday showed that electricity could be continuously generated through motion and magnetism. His experiments opened the door to an electrical revolution. The world was moving toward a future where machines could be powered by electricity, and Faraday was one of the people who made that future possible. Faraday continued his research and made many other important discoveries. He studied chemistry and discovered benzene, a chemical compound that became important in modern industries. He also developed important laws about electrolysis, explaining how electricity could cause chemical changes. His work helped scientists to better understand the relationship between electricity, matter, and energy. Faraday was not only an inventor. He was a person who wanted to understand the basic rules of nature. One of Faraday's greatest contributions was his research into magnetic fields. He introduced the idea that magnets create invisible fields around them. Although people could not see these forces, Faraday believed they existed and could influence objects around them. His ideas about fields became extremely important. Later scientists, including James Clerk Maxwell, used Faraday's discoveries to develop a deeper understanding of electromagnetism. Faraday's experiments helped create a bridge between electricity, magnetism, and light. Even after becoming a famous scientist, Faraday remained humble. He never chased wealth or power. His greatest reward was discovering new knowledge. Faraday believed science should be shared with everyone. He became famous for giving public lectures at the Royal Institution. During these lectures, he explained difficult scientific ideas in a simple and exciting way. Many young people became interested in science because of him. His famous Christmas lectures continue to inspire future generations. Faraday's life proved that success does not always come from having money, a powerful background, or a perfect education. He started as a poor apprentice working with books, but his curiosity and determination allowed him to become one of the greatest scientists who ever lived. He showed the world that learning is possible for anyone who is willing to work hard and never stop asking questions. Michael Faraday died on August 25, 1867, at the age of 75, but his ideas continued to transform the world long after his death. Today, electric motors, generators, transformers, and countless technologies depend on discoveries connected to Faraday's work. Modern civilization would look completely different without him. The lights in our homes, the machines in factories, and the technology we use every day all carry a connection to his discoveries. Michael Faraday was not just a scientist. He was a pioneer who revealed the hidden relationship between electricity and magnetism. He turned curiosity into discovery. He turned experiments into inventions. And he changed the future of humanity forever. His story reminds us that greatness can come from anywhere. A poor boy with a love for books became the man who helped power the modern world. Michael Faraday's greatest invention was not just technology. It was a new way of understanding nature.